Sholmes? Why are you in the window? Ah, we meet again! Good gracious, when did you sneak in here? Herlock Sholmes, sir, at your service. What are you doing over by the window? Given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, it's sadly cheerful as the room downstairs undoubtedly is, it lacks an aperture for such observation. I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Huh? Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Oh no. I didn't expect to be going through that again so soon. Do you mean Mr. Sholmes? There's a mighty secret in this modest room. I see even the most trivial trifles. Think it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo? It's just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let's conclude the matter before dark. Oh boy, here we go again. Mr. Garrett, it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service. Standing as landlord is most certainly not what one might call first-rate. Afraid, sir, that is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw on a careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon. First, even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. The second, as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. It's broken out in a cold sweat. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? Wait. What about me correcting him? Isn't that the whole point? Herlock Sholmes is proud to present Logic and Reasoning Spectacular! Woohoo! Nature of the Beast. Ah, you have a gorilla. So you're faced with a question. What form might this beast take? Ah, for a man with military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads us directly to the answer. True nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that lion statue. And there's our first mistake. Army man, you appear unimposing at best. That has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this, people, I ask you? And your admiration became so great, in fact, you had a living, breathing specimen shipped in, which you tried to keep in this very house. What? Living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you had imagined. Traces of wild rampage are still very much evidence. Well, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Me? Pray do not consider me unchivalrous, but plain to me as one glance in your direction. Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. Judging from its handbill is a circus show. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrett. Batty's Circus. Traveling shows sojourning at a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion sir to the circus trope. I most certainly did not. I believe I've made my point. Some beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. Simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. Alright, so There's our first incorrect thing. Let's talk about the aftermath. Plainly clear your deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that blith pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being reeled by that supporting arm. In a fit of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense! What we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain. We need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it's this pile of bills! The envelope contains another demand for payment. For cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved has a devastating impact on the financial circumstance of your household. So you had no other choice but to let it go. Yes, Worm. Now, the final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last imaginable act. The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet. An expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Wondering I settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes! You'd only look at the Tower of Cake! There's no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an unsated appetite. Was it or was it not once said by an old woman, they have no bread, let them eat cake? It is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. Sure, I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. Only one logical conclusion. Walked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Well done, Sholmes. You've solved the case. Thus concludes Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of the beastly puzzle. There's no lion here. Deductions can be startlingly sharp with sensories in your cup when it's over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again. Can I make an observation? Or 5? Do you really think a lion could fit in a room of this size? Uncaged lion and run amok in this very room. Yeah, why are they still alive and unscathed? That's where you were stuck. The former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. Meat and potatoes are one thing. I don't believe I've ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Everyone in Britain loves their afternoon tea, of course. Sholmes, you genius. I'm being extremely sarcastic. Yeah, I did too. Slight massage, that's all his deductions need. Excellent, I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward. Don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help with the case. Stop being so dowdy. Start again from the beginning. my logic and reasoning spectacular! Alright, so it's not a lion, it's gonna be that cat we saw downstairs, probably. Yes. So what's he looking at here? We need to follow the tip of his hair. No, it's not the lion statue. Really didn't see the lion thing coming. You observe his reaction. It seems as though some bees did indeed run amok here in this room. Yes, something of a very fierce nature. But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India. What was it then? Just follow his gaze. That'll lead us to the true answer. You're married to the maid?
Take that!
Your newlywed bride did this? This frame paint picture your wife. While lamenting the fact her face is obscured, you can still make out her mighty arms and the considerable horsepower they must contain. Indeed, surely anyone with such powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast, whether so clearly savaged this room, was your wife! Gah! Chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Nope. Look at her fingers. Poor fragile defenseless woman is beside herself. Don't know about fragile. Oh dear. He's quite right. There's no sign of Mr. Garretup anywhere. Oh, Miss Garretup. Guys, it's the ring.
Take that!
She's got the same ring as the person in the picture. This is his wife. His wife is pretending to be a maid so that they look higher class than they are. It's identical to the one on the hand of his bride. You are no ordinary household maid. You are a maid and a wife. Oh my word! We got him. There was no lion. There was no cat. This is the wife, my Joan. Rather let herself go, I might say, but she was a belly porker back in the... Ah! Fear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you're a retired army man, yet you're in the business of renting out rooms. But assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? Second Lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment, the man has his pride, don't you know? God, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. Households cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff. My considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean Mr. Garrett has his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrett? Only in company, obviously, but listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please! Okay. The raging wife. Alright, so now we gotta get rid of the starving lion part. Now, Mr. Garrett, it's plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Yes, he loves his wife. There's nothing wrong with that. No, he hasn't!
Take that!
She slapped him! That's why we couldn't see the other side of his head! How did she slap him? Did she slap him from behind? Madam Joan Garriott, why did you slap your husband? Desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek. How the blazes? How did you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us even once. Keep your other side from view. Oh, Now, let's proceed to the next conundrum. Why are you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrett to fly into a rage. You need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it's this pile of bills. Nope. Sean said the bills were all for lion fodder? I've established the lion never existed. You don't say, just like the snake that kind of existed. Well, you mean the thing responsible for gobbling up all that food was Mr. Garrett's wife? Yes, well, she's also the person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard it left the perfect hand mark. Why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force? I'd love to know the answer to that question. What's this? Ah, he's been going to the club. I don't think this is a bookmark. It's a note written in a woman's head. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Lipstick! What a passionate and romantic gesture! Oh dear, I'm sorry. Bookmark's actually a love note.
Take that!
I do love the glass shattering whenever I prove Sholmes wrong. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here? And she slapped him again. But I don't know the bally woman. Don't know her. No, it wasn't written to me. Just in the book. I don't know how it got there. It's just in there, you say. That's right, that's what I say. Ah! Wait a minute. Your name's not James. Right? It's John. We don't know a James. Look at the second-hand place. Oh, it must have already been in there. The previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark. That's right, that's what I've been saying. Unlikely story. For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, is John. Oh my God, Joan. There we have it. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with the most ferocious bite. Now, in the final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by looking at the carpet. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, dearie me. What could have caused such a destructive outburst? Ah. This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Our guy has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. The cake! Of course she didn't eat the carpet. It's the candlestick. There's a candle still on the floor! No, this is still looking at the carpet. I need to look at the candlestick. There's a candle missing! Maybe because it's over on the floor! I'm just gonna show the candlestick.
Take that!
Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we can only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow. Of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks? Appear that this room was the scene of a little material altercation. Mrs. Scaredev's mighty arm must have left an impression not only on her husband's face, but on the entire room. The force of her strike caused the candle to fall from the holder. And second, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room in flames. Yes, sir. The most ferocious beast in this world is neither a lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. Thus, you see, there's but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Mr. Sholmes, sir. I salute you! Oh, she caught him. Well done. Excellently done, Sholmes. We did it. Emphasis on the we. Both of us, together. Mostly me fixing your flaws. You don't have to put me back in handcuffs this time. Read in front of the fire. Jellygood's second-hand bookshop around the corner. I all my old novels there. pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material, which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Demolished. Beast is most certainly apt to scar! Here we go again. Carpet, was that destroyed by the fire when the candle fell on the floor? Say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. Place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. Caught between the old sticks rage and the raging flames. Paint a torrid picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. Furniture started going up as well. Had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being. Can we take a look? I have nothing more to hide now. If you'll allow me. Why are there scratch marks on the bookcase? The lion's pride? No, my corrections turned out to be correct. Around 5 o'clock, she was checking flaming books out the window? Joan, what did you see? Those relevant and those not relevant. Or has you made up your mind now? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Oh no! Alright, back to the jail. This isn't the jail? Oh. Is it Beppo? The Royal Fool! Who the hell are you? Oh no, it's a Shakespeare friend. A Shakespeare fanatic and a news delivery boy. A lawyer? What? Get thee to a nunnery? This guy's gonna quote Shakespeare the whole game, isn't he? He's gonna become a relevant figure across several cases. Okay, the other lodger is the Shakespeare addict. Bye? Let's go find a kid. I'm sure those two people are gonna become relevant. Probably. Hello, Mr. Nuts. That's what I'm calling you. That's what Iris called him. How's the jail? Sholmes! When did you get here? Miserable, rotten spy! Thought it was Van Zeeks showing up for a minute there. You're here to observe? Combination here offers a window. In that sense, it's the superior option. You have an excellent taste in books. Ugh. Finally, I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. Should never have come to Great Britain. It's a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is bedamned. That once before, didn't he? His lodgings were cursed. There's much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say, for that man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? Why is the trial cursed? Why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I'm just getting carried away. I didn't mean anything by it. You don't mean the trial really is cursed? Sholmes? Referring to the prosecutor, the Reaper of the Baby? The Reaper! Oh no! Tell me! 16 words. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. 16 words! He did it! That was 16 words exactly! Then after the trial was over, he died in a fire inside the evidence that he messed with inside the courthouse. Listen, McGilded was a special case. I'm pretty sure he was guilty anyways. course not. He was with the judge. Huh? He's a court prosecutor, not a mass murderer. Of course he is, then why are you trying to scare me? The real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. What on earth do you mean by that? We barely know anything about Van Zieks, except that he respects me for pursuing the truth. In its court of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. That's good! There's criminal trial, there's both a judge and a jury, which officiates based on the letters of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. An excellent system whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage, by any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. Such underhanded means, those who would want to are able to sway the jury, which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail. It means the wrong verdict can be passed. Sadly, as from time to time, dear madam, that is the reality of the situation. That's alright. However, as the Knight of the Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice, their fate is sealed. Though the agitations may seem them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. Instead of striking. Disappear? But how? Now, by all manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled by their passing cart, perhaps they fall into the Thames and drown. Perhaps they're simply overcome by a raging fever, or attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. Examples the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid. I knew it. I'm a dead dono done for, doomed! Let's talk about your lodgings. Why are they cursed? Why do you think your room is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain. I've only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. I didn't take long. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. I started to become nervous about going outside. They were staring at me all the time, from dawn till dusk. I shut myself away in my room. Even that didn't help, the fear wouldn't go away. Paranoia. Must have been very lonely, having been taken away from your homeland for such a long time. So he was homesick. Why did you choose there? Seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. For so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. Landlord just heard and said, "The room is cursed." Oops. He tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late. So I told him. You have something to say, then say it. But if not, don't mention it in the first place. All said. It was true. It was all true. The room really is cursed, then? I moved into that windowless hellhole. My sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I awake feeling as though I'm being choked to death. In waking hours, people are stabbed right in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe me? Really, no one at all? To believe, yes, to believe. To believe! Mr. Sholmes? Pray, what can I do for you? About the case on the SS Buria, if you recall. The Buria. Ah, that case. The one with the snake! Oh, yes. At the time, I was the suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. You helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is why? Why did you believe in me? You see, yes, you mean because you are a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room. Well, if you'd like, yes. I'm a little surprised the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor that in which you were telling me. What? See, the only things I believe in, those I choose to believe in. What do you mean, Mr. Sholmes? Make up my own mind about what is to believe and what is not. Should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I am concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. Ah, ha, ha. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment, nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse, in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It's a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right. He's right. Locum student to Mr. Naruhodo, Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself. The defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. Kazuma. You're so right, Kazuma. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we were leaving, I believe. Already? Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There's a restaurant near here that says excellent trout. Would you care to join me? Dear, there's never enough time, is there? Mr. Natsume? If you'd like in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. Welcome, student, to Mr. Naruhodo, Esquire! Said, I only experienced a British courtroom for the first time yesterday. While the man I represented was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in? The defendant, justice, or the truth? How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts. My instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. It's imperative that we must prove that in court. Welcome, student, to Mr. Naruhodo, Esquire. Fight for your innocence until the bitter end with every weapon available to me. Hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow. I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course. Pretty fair to say, Mr. Naruhodo, that your mind was in many ways made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Thanks, you two. I'll be sure to remember you when we're doing the trial next time. Are you willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant. And someone who flips over anyone who gets on my bad side. The Susato takedown. Or the Susato squash. Shocking events still weigh heavily on my mind. It's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now too. So it's time that I learn to believe in myself. Soseki-san has no one. He's all alone. It's my job to help him, to fight in his corner. Tomorrow in the court, with all the strength I can muster. To be continued. Alright, we're going to save the game, and next time, we're going to get to Trial Part 1. I don't know if this is going to be a trial and then that's it, or if it's going to be like we have an extra day to investigate, because something happens, but that's I don't think that's too likely. It is possible because of those two dudes we met like right at the end, but outside of that, I don't know what could possibly happen in this one. I'm excited to see Van Zeeks again. He's a cool guy. Anyways, thanks for coming out and watching. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.